Okay. I'm about to.
All right. It is Coach Ruff, and we are here. It is episode 5. We are so excited. We got our man Q is in the building, baby. If you don't know my man Q, you're going to get to know him today. We are so excited that he is here. Episode 5. Remember, go to RWR Live 365. Download the app. You can catch us on Facebook at Jeremy Ruffin or Instagram. You can go to my YouTube page as well. We'll be posting the videos so that you can go back, rewatch them, share them, get people involved so that we can help people. We got my man Q in the building. You already see the shirt, so you kind of know where this is going. So we're excited. But as we always do, we do a little icebreaker. So Q, you ready for it?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it. All right, Q, it's a Saturday morning, and you getting ready to go watch your favorite cartoon, which is?
I ain't really watched cartoons, to be honest with you.
All right, so what were you doing Saturday morning? You was hooping, huh?
I was outside, playing football, playing ball, riding bikes. You know, I'm from the country, so
Okay.
we was really outside majority of the time.
Okay, so before you got going, or maybe for a break, you was gonna go get you some cereal, huh? What kind of cereal was you gonna get into?
I had to get the Frosted Flakes and throw a little bit of sugar in there.
Oh yeah.
Or I'll just get the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay, a little Frosted Flakes with a little extra sugar on top. All right, lots of milk or just a little bit of milk?
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, I probably always did lots of milk. So
I got you.
Go back for second.
There you go.
For sure.
There you go, big spoon, little spoon.
I ain't gonna lie, as long as I can eat with it, I'm good.
He said, I don't care about the spoon, bro. As long as I can get it down, we can get it moving. Good. All right, so you said, so cartoons weren't your thing. All right, so give us your, and you were always outside. So I was going to ask, because I know you told me kind of where we're from, and we'll go through that a little bit later. So if you had to play a sport outside, what was it going to be?
Definitely basketball.
Okay.
Definitely basketball.
Okay, good. All right, so if you are on a deserted island, you got 3 things you get to bring with you. I've had people say water and food and my family. I've had people say I need something to kill something with, something to cook it, and my family so we can be good. I have people say shelter. If you had 3 things you on a deserted island that you could bring, what would they be?
Well, the first thing, you gotta have some type of radio that can communicate with the boats and the airplanes.
Okay.
So if someone come flying by, I can get rescued, you know what I'm saying? And then I would probably say, definitely something to hunt with, I guess. Or we by the way, I don't really like seafood, but if I had to survive, I guess I need a fishing pole.
Yeah.
So I can eat. And then, what else I need to survive? I guess a pot. Yeah, and I'm good from there.
Got you a pot. You real easy, huh?
Yeah, I'm simple.
There you go.
I'm simple.
There you go. All right, Q, I'm gonna give you an all expense paid trip for a week. Your flights paid for, your hotels paid for. It's all covered. You going somewhere for a week. Where are you going? What are you doing? Who are you taking with you?
I'm going to Bora Bora. I bring my 2 kids, and then what's the other question? I'm sorry.
Where are you going? What are you going to do, and who are you taking with you?
Oh, Bora Bora, just to explore the island, and I'm bringing my kids for Shirley.
I love it.
For Shirley.
I love it. Awesome. So we got the different climates, different holidays, different hot, cold, whatever. What is your favorite season, and would you want it year round?
I'll probably say summer.
Uh-oh. Bree ain't gonna like that. She got fouled out early today. She don't want the heat 24/7, 365, Bree. That's what we doing?
Yeah. Like I said, I was always outside, so a lot of times the heat don't really bother me.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. It'll definitely be the summer. If it went the summer, I'll probably say spring.
Okay.
I'll probably say spring.
Just where you can be outside. You ain't with that cold stuff.
No, I ain't doing nothing cold. Nothing cold. Nah.
His answer's all I had to do with the warmth. I love it. All right, so we're going icebreakers since he's a basketball player. And so I had a football coach on last edition, right? Did you play a little football growing up?
Yeah, football was my first love.
Football's the first love, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so here's our last icebreaker before we move on. I asked the coach, what is the hardest position to play in football? And I had the athletic director at Pine Forest and then the girls track coach. One person said DB, you get that answer a lot. One said, or cornerback. Yeah. The others like, yeah, it's probably going to be cornerback, but they all said linebacker, because if you're a linebacker, you got to be able to cover a running back. Is it a run? Is it a pass? You got to get out. You got to drop. You got to blitz. You hitting. You moving. What are you doing? So but both were defense. So we had cornerback and we had linebacker. My answer was offensive lineman. I'm like, you running an up pace offense, man. Them dudes got to hunt the ball. I mean, you got to snap the ball. They got to block. Then they got to sprint and get whatever they need to be. So what do you think is the hardest position in football, and why?
I would say DB, but since everybody's saying that, I'll have to go with probably being a quarterback, just because all eyes on you. You got to be the leader. If you're not a leader at the quarterback position, there's no way that team can be successful. Because at the end of the day, everything starts and ends with you. So yeah, I'll have to say quarterback.
I got you. Yeah, man, quarterback. I like that. Point guard. You're the leader 100%. In the huddle. Would you say that? Would you liken those two together?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they're both positions definitely the coach on the floor.
You think a quarterback is an extension to the coach there in the huddle?
100%. 100%.
What was harder for you to play, or what do you think is harder to play, basketball or football? I get a lot of kids that we were talking on the podcast last time, and a lot of kids said, Coach, I ain't playing basketball because y'all run too much. You know what the other thing they told me was?
What's up?
In football, you got a helmet, you got pads, and everybody is so far away, they can't really get to you or contact you. They said in basketball, if you mess up, everybody knows who you are. You ain't a number, you ain't a jersey. Like, they see everything. Yeah. And I had dudes tell me, Coach, I ain't playing basketball because of that. Because if I mess up, everybody gonna know. Yeah. So what, you played both, so I'm curious. What do you think was the hardest sport?
I ain't gonna lie, both of them just kind of came kind of natural. But if I had to pick one, I'll probably say football, because, I don't know, that's tough. But I was going to say football because I played safety, and it was a big responsibility, especially with certain assignments and stuff like that. And if I miss an assignment, then it's dang near a touchdown, especially as a safety, since you're the last line of defense on defense. Yeah. So yeah, I would say safety. That's good. We got some icebreakers with our man Q. We gonna come back a little bit and find out where he's from. You don't want to miss this, because I don't know if you've heard. Now, if you're from Pensacola, you've heard of it, but there's a lot of people who might not have heard of where my man Q is from. We're gonna talk about his journey a little bit. So stay tuned. Remember, RWR Live 365. Download the app so you can see this. Remember, Saturdays from 2 to 3 is when you can catch us. We're so excited. We're gonna take a break and we'll be right back here with my man Q. All right, we're back here. This is Jeremy Ruff, and we're with Rufftalk. I got my man Q here. We just finished doing a little icebreaker. He talked about, is it football harder or basketball? He wants to go to Bora Bora. That's cool, man. Take the kids, relax a little bit. So we're gonna go a little personal, man. We're gonna find out. We're gonna get to know a little bit about Q, man. So tell us where you from, man. So I'm born and raised in Camden, Florida. Went to school in Graceville, Florida, just like 10 minutes right down the road. Small town. Well, both of them are small town. Country. Yeah, that's really about it. I can't really talk a lot about it because there ain't really much there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know everybody. Everybody's family. And it's just like everywhere else, to be honest, or every other small town.
Yeah. How many streetlights do you have?
Campbellton got one.
So you one of them places got one street light, huh?
Yeah.
Got a Walmart?
Yeah. In Marion and Chipley.
Marion and Chipley, gotcha. So you got to go a little bit.
Yeah, not too far, like 20, 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all.
Not bad.
Who was your big rival growing up at Graceville?
Definitely Cottonelle, and then Chipley. Those are the biggest two. But my dad, he graduated from Mariana, so I always took those games kind of serious. Yeah, okay. Tell us where Graceville High School is. Can you give us kind of a location on the map? Am I going to Mobile? So the people know, are we going to Mobile or are we going to Tallahassee? Which direction are we going?
So you're going to Tallahassee, and you're going to get off that Tivoli exit 120.
Uh-oh, he know the exit.
I know about heart, man. I be going back to the crib a lot. And then you just go about 20 minutes up the road, and right before you hit the Alabama state line, you're in Graceville.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I was telling my man Q, when I played in high school, we played against Graceville, Cottondale, Vernon, Malone, Ponce de Leon. I don't even know if Ponce de Leon still out. I don't know if they're still a school.
Yeah,
Sneeds, Paxton. We played all those small 1A schools, and there were some battles, man. People don't think about it, man. There's some battles out there, huh?
Yeah, man. People be sleeping on 1A hoops, man. But it be some ball players coming through.
I think Trent Forrest changed a lot of people's minds about that.
100%,
If you ain't never watched Malone basketball or Paxton basketball, then those, I mean, because I would ask them, what other sports, what are y'all doing? It's like, bro, we hoop 24/7, 365. We just hoop.
Yeah. That's exactly what they
Do all those schools, I know Vernon does, but do all those schools, Cottondale, they have a football team as well?
Cottondale has a football team. Graceville has a football team. Graceville used to be a powerhouse, but lately they've been kind of struggling.
Yeah.
Marietta has a football team. I'm trying to think. Sneeds has a football team. It was really just Malone, and Ponce de Leon, and Paxton that really didn't have a football team.
Gotcha. So talk to us about growing up, man. What was it the same elementary school and middle school? Was it together, or did y'all have separate elementary, middle, high school? Like, kind of, what was that like?
So I actually started going to Ghost Elementary in Marietta, Florida, and then I kind of got in trouble a little bit, and then I had to go to Graceville, and I've been in Graceville ever since third grade.
Okay. You remember any of your school teachers?
I used to remember all of them by heart. You know, I usually don't forget too much, but now that I'm getting up there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot more people and all that stuff like that. I don't remember too many now.
Getting up there, ladies and gentlemen, the guy's 25. He ain't getting up there. I don't even know what I was doing at 25 years old, but that's all right. My guy loves it, man. I enjoy it. Good. So talk to us a little bit about high school. Like, what was that like? Were you kind of the popular one? You played all the sports. Everybody kind of knew my man Q growing up. I mean, you said it's a small city, so everybody kind of knew each other. But talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I guess you can kind of say I was kind of popular, but I wasn't like the person like always dancing and stuff like that. Like, everybody knew me. I knew everybody. Yeah. I was cool with everybody for the most part. It was smooth though. I enjoyed high school. You know, I be telling the guys now, man, don't rush it, man. It's the best time of your life for sure. Yeah. No responsibilities, all that good stuff like that. But yeah, I enjoyed high school for sure.
It changes after you leave high school, man.
Yeah, it did. Like, came at me fast, man. It came at me fast for sure.
You know, guys talk about college sports, and we'll talk about that a little bit later, man. But I try to tell kids, man, I coached in high school, played in high school, coached in college, played in college. When you get to college, it's a job.
100%.
You go from kicks and giggles to let's win and let's build men and build character, and you want to do that in college, but the coach has got to be able to put food on the table, and you got to get some dubs, baby. So like, this thing's a business, and that depth chart changes momentarily every moment. If you late to class, that guy's like, oh, bet, yeah, you can slack off and be late to class. I like that. I'm coming right behind you, nipping on your heels. So. Are you able to go back and talk to those guys a little bit and give them some wisdom, some knowledge, some discernment on some things that you've learned?
Talking to my kids.
Or the ones back in Graceville, do they listen to you? Able to go back?
Most of the parents reach out to me because they know a little bit of my story. They know my people. They ask me to come talk to their kids or just speak with their kids a little bit. I have a little bit of conversation with those kids. I talk to my roommates and stuff like that still. One of my guys, his name is actually Khalil. I talk to him almost on a daily basis. And,
that's good, man.
You know, we talk about things because he go through things that's a little different for me, and I just try to help him get through those things. So
we didn't talk about it earlier, and we'll see if you want to go there. We can, we cannot. But mental health.
Mental health. Oh yeah, that's
Was it a big deal? I mean, you're a little younger than me, so it might have been. But did you see people who struggle? You know, in our community, sometimes our men, we bottle stuff up, man. We want to be strong for everybody, but did you see where people might have struggled with some mental health, might have needed somebody to be able to be there for them, an outlet, an older man, a barber, just somebody that could have helped them? What did you see? I know that's a broad question, but I hope you don't mind me asking. But what did you see? Any mental health that could have been helpful for you to have or for others to have coming up and growing up?
I definitely wish I would have took it seriously. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. This past year, I went through a situation, and I realized mental health was important. Because honestly, I used to think like, if you got something going on mentally, then you're just soft. You're not tough enough. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I've been through some this past year that was extremely tough, and I realized like mental health is for real. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in a good headspace, then you're never gonna get positive results.
Yeah.
I definitely wish I would have took it a little bit more serious, because once I went through a rough patch in college, but again though, at the time I was like, man, I'm just being soft, man. I gotta get right, you know. And don't get me wrong, like it eventually worked. You know what I'm saying? Like I was mentally tough enough, but I definitely wish I had or know what I know now about mental health. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have stayed there a lot longer. My college career definitely would have lasted longer.
Yeah, that's good, man. And I hope you'll talk to more young guys. Being 35, I love to give back, because I think people might think I'm a little younger than what I am. But man, when they see that you're 25, you played in college, you're coaching in college, they will relate to you so much more, because you'll be able to have an impact, man, in some rooms that I just won't be able to have. So I'm not in that sport field anymore as much. So thank you for what you're doing, man. And I hope that you can get back to grace anywhere in this world, man, and people will listen to what you're saying about mental health, because it's definitely needed. Anything else you want to talk to us about Graceville and growing up and what you were doing and how you was the man with a plan back in Graceville, man? Anything you want to kind of give a shout out to anybody?
Nah, I guess like it's to my shout out. I guess I could say shout out my parents. You know what I'm saying? I was the only one out of my little friend group. Now, it was two of us, my bad, that had our mom and our dad in the same household.
Say that one more time, man. I think my headphones went out. Say that again.
Yeah. So we used to be a clique. It was 16 of us. Believe it or not, like I remember the exact number, and it was only me and my other partner. We was the only two who had both our parents in the same household. Everybody knew their dad, but nobody's parents were still together or on good terms. You know what I mean? But like I said, it was definitely the best thing for me, because I was, my dad was in the house. You know what I'm saying? That makes a difference. That makes a huge difference. Like I said, I went out of the word a little bit. You know, I had kids of my own, and honestly, what made me turn back to the direction that I'm currently headed is because of my dad. Just him being in the same household as me, instilling his values and all those good things like that. Awesome, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I've said it on the podcast before, but I've never seen anyone who looks like me. I was adopted, so I've never been to a family reunion. I've never seen an uncle, an auntie. I've never in my life seen anyone who looks like me. And God said, "Just hold on, we gonna give you somebody."
That's what's up. That's definitely a blessing for sure.
So, most young people do not have a tangible male role model in their lives.
100%.
I talk to young people all the time, and I ask them, "Who's your tangible role model?" Not somebody you see on social media. Who can you go touch and talk to? And most young people don't have that consistent person. So thank you, mom and dad, for being there for you, man.
Shout out mom and pops.
Yeah, man, that's huge. And sometimes you don't know what you have, man, until either you don't have it or you
know.
Yeah.
I was one of them, for sure.
Or one of your friends. Two out of 16. That's 1/8. Correct me, that's 19, 20%.
Yeah.
You shooting that percentage, or you doing anything in basketball at that percentage, you ain't playing too long, bro. So you are blessed, man. You are a minority in the minority.
For sure.
And look how God's just blessed you and moved you. And even though like we move and we go different places, you knew where to come back to, man. So I'm proud of you.
Appreciate that.
Shout out mom and dad. All right, we gonna take us a quick break. We gonna come back. We gonna talk to Q about what's he doing now, baby. He done came. He done went to Graceville. He done towed up on the football field. He was a Derwin James out there playing safety. Shout out Florida State football. I want to come talk to you, Coach Ford. I want to come Coach Norvell one of these days. We gonna get it. Shout out Willie Spears. I know he's talked to Florida State football. Love FSU football, man. We'll be back on the break. Don't know how we got onto that. RWR Live 365. Download the app. Jeremy Ruffin, Facebook, Instagram, and also on YouTube where we'll be restreaming it. We'll be right back.
Take the pain away. Take the pain away. Still another day. I give you all of my heart. Like broken apart, I'm still here, I'm still don't care. And like he's so had to meet problems, just getting so real here. Yeah, yeah. Try and see through these long tears. Love is feeling really fun here. Lonely nights is like the norm here. Hey, feeling like easy, baby. I was losing my mind, gave up all of my time, but it never got easy, baby. What a shame on me, feel the rain on me, and it been my season lately. Trying to get through the day, I break down when I pray. I don't know what to say, help me, I'm about to drown, 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 drown. If you can't hold me, then hold me down, down. And if you love me, then show me a way out. I'm out here trying to live, I gave all I can give. They say God always there, let me know if you here.
Can't call it your heart, like broken apart. I'm still here, I'm still here. I know it's
Ruff Talk with Coach Ruffin. I got my man Q in the building. We are talking about Graceville High School. We talking about Florida State. We talking about mental health. We talking about being a safety in football. We going now. We're going to talk a little bit of professional. What is my man Q doing right now? What's he got going on? So Q, talk to us a little bit maybe in the last couple of years, kind of how we met and your professional journey. I really want people to hear. Tell us how old you are again. 25 years old. Coaching college basketball, man. What a blessing. You got no idea. So talk to us a little bit about kind of what your professional journey's been like.
Like I said, I played a year of college basketball, and then I made a couple bad decisions, had to come back home, and then, through God's grace, somehow basketball found me again. I made those bad decisions, and I started training, I started posting those training videos on Twitter, and then God was able to bless me with an opportunity to come to Pensacola and be an assistant basketball coach for Central. And at the time, Central was on the rise. My first year, we went 19-9. My second year, we went 19-1. We only lost in the state title game.
Shout out AJ Trent, baby. I used to coach them when they was in middle school, baby. AJ Trent Moore, baby.
That's
awesome, man. Shout out Coach Matthew. We want to get you here.
You gave me opportunity. You told me a lot. And then, like I said, I was there for 3 years, and then I was, God bless me, gave me an opportunity to be at Pensacola State for 2 years. And while I was there, I finished my bachelor's degree. Well, actually, I finished my AA and my bachelor's degree.
That's awesome. Shout out to you, man. That's great, man. Proud of you. That's awesome, bro.
And then recently, since I graduated, God gave me another opportunity to move across the town to go lead up as a graduate assistant. So that's what I've been doing for the past 6-7 weeks now.
It's crazy because I've seen this maturation process. Although we weren't really close, I knew who you were from social media. I've seen your videos. I saw you at Central. Then when you went with Coach Peanut at PSC, I'm like, oh man, this is phenomenal, man, because you can relate in a way that I don't think a lot of coaches probably can.
Yeah, that's my gift.
Relatability is huge, man. Because once kids know they can trust you and you've been there, they're like, oh man, like it's almost like a big brother figure. Or they're not going to let you down.
100%.
You ain't got to yell, scream, cuss, all that stuff. Your bond you're going to have is bigger because they'll never want to disappoint you.
Yeah, I was just having a conversation with somebody the other day and was talking about that. Like, I'm gonna be real when it comes to X's and O's. Like, I would like to go there. But as far as like getting guys to run through a wall for me or just playing hard, just having a reason to play, that's definitely my gift. And like I said, they honestly don't let me down because they see how much I care. They see how much I care about their growth as an athlete and as a person. And even as a Christian, to be honest with you, like I have no problem talking about my faith to guys and stuff like that. Like I said, they relate, and like I said, like I made some bad decisions, you know what I'm saying? So everything they don't went through, I don't been through, or I've seen, you know what I'm saying? I have a lot of friends who play professional and played a couple years as college basketball players as well. So like literally everything I need to son, I either done been through or I've seen, so I can help you get through that. And like I said, guys, I relate to them, they trust me, and then they don't let me down. So they just play hard, to be honest with you. So.
And what's powerful is, man, I don't know because I've never been in conversations, but I feel like there's no judgment. I feel like they come to you and say, yo, coach, man, or yo, Q, I've done X, Y, Z. I don't feel like, oh man, I thought I told you not to. It's hey, man, all right, we done did it. Can't change that. Let's move on.
100%. I got that honesty from my journey. You know what I'm saying? Like if I made a mistake, somebody just jumping on my back. Oh, I told you not to do this. I told you not to do that. Yo, guess what? Like I know I made a mistake. The last thing I hear is somebody just getting on me about it. You know what I'm saying?
Say that part again, man. Coach, you need to hear it. Say that one more time.
I don't need you to get on to me about a mistake that I already know I made. You know what I mean? So I just need you to help me get through it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the first time when I know I messed up. So you got my ear. You know what I'm saying? But you just constantly get on me, man. You make me lose respect for you for one, and then two, like I'm compatible. You know, just to be honest with you. That's not a good thing, like I said. But that's just the way I was. You know what I mean? So it's like for me with the issue, it's like okay, this is what we can do. You know what I'm saying? Let's grow from.
Yeah. I wish I would have had more of that when I was coaching at Scandie High School. My grad was a little different there than the middle, man. I grew as a coach, but I cared so much and I didn't want them to end up like what they would tell me sometimes the male figure they didn't have. So I was probably a little bit more energetic, a little bit more aggressive. Like, hey man, I need you to buy in, I need you not, and I probably should have put my arm around a little bit more and love it a little bit more. And I could tell sometimes I was beating against it, but I think it was my heart coming out too much. And I should have just taken a step back and said, hey man, listen, I love you. And I knew there was no judgment. But I think my presentation could have been better.
Yeah, but I think that's because of the times. You know, I grew right there in the middle where it was nothing but tough love. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also young enough to know like if you want to get the most out of the kid, you gotta show them love first. It's no more you just don't get that respect from something like no, you're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with, touching your play hand that a little bit, but whatever, like it's here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just
There's so many coaches now who are hiring guys that can understand and can relate. You got the mom and dad. Dad's gonna get on your butt, mom's gonna come and say, all right, this is what you really meant. But in coaching, you actually really need to have that. You gotta have some coach. Now everybody's on the same team. You're not undermining anybody, but you gotta have somebody that can kind of lessen that blow a little bit. And it's just how it is, man. And I'm seeing a lot of coaches who are either having to adjust and learn how to have some love. People ain't just run through the wall because you said so anymore, man. The day's over with. You gotta tell them what's on the other side of that wall. What's that wall made out of? They want to know all these things. And hey, rightfully so, man. You gotta know who you're dealing with. So are you seeing that? The coaching is a little bit different. I think you hit on it. You're kind of in the middle where you had the tough love era and do what I say, and now more the love era. Are you seeing it? It's a little bit different.
It's slowly changing. To be honest with you, the older guys who done found success just being their way, they don't want to change. Because like I said, they've been successful 20, 30 years doing that way, so they're not going to change, just to be honest with you. And you have guys who are kind of young and just slowly turning, and you have the young guys who really do understand it. But also I think it depends on your journey too, because you can be a young guy if you came up under an older guy who's always do this, and then that's naturally how you're going to be, because that's where you was, brought up. That's why, even though my journey is non-traditional, like I appreciate my journey, because I was able to see like, okay, I need to be like this in this situation, I need to be like that in that situation.
That's good, man. That's really good. I love what you said, how you knew that, okay, my X's and O's aren't what they need to be, but I know what I can bring to the table. And I think more people need that just in life, to know what you're really good at and be really good at it. I was listening to a podcast today, and Gilbert Arenas said that, like, you got to be good at something. CP3, Chris Paul, point guard, you got to be really good at something. You can't come in there, you got to know what you're good at and dominate that, especially as you get to a higher level, man.
100%.
Yeah. What are some things that you would give wisdom to some high school players who are getting ready to go into college? We talked about it a little bit before we got on air about knowing your level that you can play at. What are some things that you would, moms and dads who might be watching with recruiting or players who want to go play the next level, what are some things now that you played in college and coached it now? What are some advice, some wisdom, some tips you would give them?
To the player, I would say like you gotta be honest with yourself. Like as far as a player, if not, if you're delusional, then you're never going to be happy. Even if you end up getting a situation like you're not going to be successful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think as a player, you have to go somewhere where you can make an impact. If you're going somewhere just because of the level, like which is what I had to do as a forward to go and now league to go. It's like it's D1, 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 but D1 is not the best fit for you. You're not a D1 type of kid. So you just gotta be honest with yourself as far as that. And as far as like the parents, like, I ain't gonna lie, like you, parents probably gotta stay out the way. You know, like you probably gotta stay out the way.
Parents need to.
Yeah, definitely be involved. You know what I'm saying? Definitely build those relationships. So when you overstep, what you are, that's when it becomes an issue. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause at the end of the day, like as a coach, I'm gonna deal with the kid. I want to help the kid grow. But if I can't help the kid because of the parent, I'm not gonna deal with the parent. And I've been on both sides of it. Like as a high school, I used to run recruiting services too, and I've seen where like how parents have hindered their child's opportunities because they're so much involved in the process.
Yeah.
And I used to think it was kind of like that wasn't fair. But now as a coach, I'm seeing why he moved like that because if they're too involved, and then you know at the end of the day, you got to look out for all 13. But that parent is just looking out for their one. So let's say their kid is only playing 5 minutes a game. Now they're coming at 2, and it's like I got to do what's best for my team. But they don't understand that. They don't hear that. Or they have from their perspective, their kid is better than what they actually are.
Yeah.
So I would just say, just as a parent, kind of be involved, but know your role. And be honest with the kid too, like especially if you know ball, like don't tell your kid that he's a D1 kid and like he goes certain runs and he only holds his own. I think that's the other thing Tony can say too. Like there's a difference from competing and making a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like I can go play pro ball center right now and compete. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you know stuff like that because I'm on, I play, I can make a shot. But at the end of the day, though, I'm probably not gonna be able to help that team win because again, I'm not in shape.
Yeah.
Or they may need this, they may need a elite shooter. Yeah. And I'm not that. You know what I'm saying?
You nice to me, I tell parents, why don't you come to practice? You think I'm going to play, come to practice and I'm watching. I'm going to tell you, you're going to see. And you know what, half the time, man, what's crazy, we have these conferences and parents want to come, the kid ain't saying much.
Yeah.
So they know what's up in practice. They know they get dogged in practice. They can't guard, they can't defend, and so it's having that conversation. And I want to say this as well, parents, I love what you're doing, I love parents, and we need you, but at the same time, this is life. You can't go to their job. If they mess up with the job and they late, you can't always be there for a little boost, a little bit. It's not going to work like that. When I go speak, you know what people tell me? Young people nowadays don't know how to critically think. They don't know what's wrong, how to get there was right, how to fix it, without someone always holding their hand and telling them how to do it. And what a lot of these CEOs and people tell me is because someone always did it for them. And so now you get in the workforce, they don't know how to do it.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I think my parents too. Like, we definitely have no silver spoon. And everything that I got now, like, was instilled in me, like, as far as like hard work. You know what I'm saying? Go and get what I want. You know what I'm saying? Everything I got now, like, I deserve it. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the way I work. And I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of the way that my parents raised me to be real. So like I said, like, we definitely didn't struggle. Like, so we had no silver spoon either. And like I said, they allowed me to fail. You know, especially once I came back home from Southern Crescent from playing that year, like, they allowed me to fail. Like I said, I almost ended up going to jail for a certain situation. And my mom just sat there was like, well, you did, you knew better. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I loved what God looked out for me. He blessed me. You know, obviously I'm here now. Yeah. But yeah.
That's amazing, man. Shout out to mom and dad. I don't know, I've never met a man, but I'll meet him one day.
Yeah,
and I love hearing the stories.
Well,
mom and dad, I need you. Listen, we want to get together. You want to hit me up. We want to connect. We'll go do some dinner, lunch, something. Sometime, mom and dad, you did a great job raising this young man. And I know we give credit to the Lord because he's done it, but you know, he uses parents in such a great way. All right, man, we're going to wrap it up. So here's what I always do when I finish. I always ask people, how do you become successful and how do you stay successful? So I watch a lot of stuff on Instagram where a lot of these guys are 50 Cent, Jay-Z. They're getting older and they're realizing, shit, man, I would have known this at 20, 30. Master Pete, man, there's some great businessmen. And I love hearing how they talk about this. Granted, they got some issues, whatever, but I ain't here for all that. I'm just talking about their business mind. And they talk about how to become and remain successful. In your words, how do you become successful on the basketball court, outside the basketball court, in life, and how do you remain successful throughout whatever you go through?
First thing, you gotta work. You know what I'm saying? You have to work. I don't know the way to put it, like you just have to work. And then the second thing, you gotta fail. You fail, you can't learn. And like I said, like that's really the biggest thing for me as a man. Like I failed a lot as a young man. I still fail to this day. But like I said, I'm thankful for everything I've been through. I'm thankful for every failure because I learned from it.
Yeah.
As far as staying successful, I'm still figuring out. Like I said, I'm 25. Yeah, so I'm still figuring out. I do think you gotta be persistent. Well, I first started with this. You gotta put God first. You know, so you gotta have a relationship with God. And everybody's relationship with God is different. You know, so like, I was raised in church. So I always had a relationship with God. Like I started, you know, got out and about, kind of forsaking him a little bit, as you can say. And honestly, recently, like within like the past 4 or 5 months, you know, we're back close again. I should say, you know,
That's
so now,
you said all that. Oh, yeah, I love you.
So now, honestly, my thing is probably trying to make sure I stay on that current path. Keep my relationship with God because I know when God's people. I know I'm in with a purpose. I know my gifts. I'm using my gifts. Like I just gotta keep them first. Honestly, that's probably what it is. So just keep God first, and everything else you'll figure it out. Because nobody's the same. No. I hope y'all heard that. I mean, that wasn't coerced. I ain't asking to say it. I never know what people are gonna say when they come on, but it has been phenomenal, man. Thank you so much for being on. We gotta chat back up. That time we went way too fast, man. We gotta get you back on. I love to talk about NIL. I love for you to bring some players on. Okay.
Let's highlight some of your players this year and get them out, and let's get our community behind them. Maybe get Coach on. I bet your head coach is a great guy, but we support you. The community supports you. You have his basketball, he's back. I love Coach Yelton, man. I've been able to go speak to the girls before, and Coach Joe Harrison, he's a good friend of mine. Man, before he took his job, he's assistant with the girls. So we love what you guys are doing, man. And whatever we can do to support you personally and the team, we're just a phone call away, and we want to do whatever we can to help.
Yep.
Anything else you got for us, man?
Nah, nothing else. I'm glad you brought me here, man. Absolutely, definitely experience. Experience.
My man Q, man, he don't say a lot, man. When he does talk, man, I love listening. My man Q has some wisdom at 25. Listen, it has been Coach Ruff, and we're with Ruff Talk. Remember, RWR Live 365. Go download the app. We shoot on Saturdays from 2 to 3. You can catch us. You'll see my man Q here in a few weeks. You'll be able to catch it. But we are so excited that he was here. I can't wait to see his journey even more. From Graceville to Central to PSC, now to UW. At 25 years old, being a coach, that is phenomenal. Remember what I always say: when you combine your passion with your purpose, you are powerful. If you don't know your passion, come talk to me. JeremyRuffin.com. I'd love to help you find your passion. If you don't know your purpose, I love to help you. But you cannot live your life and not know your purpose, because then you won't be passionate, and then you cannot be as powerful as you could be if you know those two things. I want to be able to. Q, thank you so much for coming. RWR Live 365. Ruff Talk, Jeremy Ruffin with my man Q. We out. What you think, man?
Nah, that was smooth.